I'm going to make a really quick and short video out here today. I love how county workers, like maintenance crew, come out here and talk to people acting like they know more than the county workers that do the permits for our county. Now, I did get new fences up yesterday. We went out to Tractor Supply, got a 14-foot and two 12-foots. Look at these crazy dogs. Get away from there! Wait! Move, you stupid! You're so stupid, these dogs. I don't know, it makes me so nervous when he does that, because one wrong turn and the dog is going to be chop suey. Who is that? Huh? Deer processor? I don't know who it was you said. Well, anyway, let me get back to this video because I don't have much time on my phone. Well, anyway, so I had the policeman out here for agriculture cop that took the report for my missing bamboo. And he's like, yeah, I would just advise you to put your T-posts and barbed wires up. So I went down to Burke County and I asked them, is there any permits I need to put the barbed wire and the T-posts up? No, you don't need permits because T-posts ain't considered. Huh? I don't think. Idiot. You're gonna lock me out? It stayed open all this time. You know they're gonna follow you regardless where you go. They could care less about me. They just want cuddle time with me. Anyway, so we put up these T-posts and barbed wire. And literally you could see at the end of the road the white marker. Well, we're like 2 feet behind the white marker. So the county owns this section of the road, this whole section right here, where they'll come out and cut the grass and all that goody two-shoes. These two bars, we do know we have to move them behind the fencing, but that's fine. That's not my problem. Everything else is lined up the way it's supposed to be because this is commercial farming. We gave them enough driveway to come in, make a turn in. If an 18-wheeler was to come in here, we gave them enough room. Eventually, 20 years down the road. I'm not there yet. So then, so we followed the same way, road away, easement to the county, which, that would be your sidewalk area. So now we're starting this. This area was already done. We hooked up the fence too. So we continue going down all the way to our first marker, which we are behind the marker. What our landman told us to do, and also what the county engineers department told us to do. So today he's out here back from his other job and continued doing this project that he started before he left to go out. County workers come by and they're like, oh, you have to give us 40 feet of the easement right away. 40 feet? You'd be literally into my property. 40 feet. No, it doesn't go 40 feet out here for agriculture. We're just putting it back to where it originally was. For the 100 years it's been sitting out here, we're just putting it back where the original holes were, that the original fence was prior to them clearing the land. Man wants to talk. I hate when workers come out here and they're trying to tell you the right and wrongs of what you should be doing when that's not what the county man told us to do. And we didn't need to have a permit for T-posts only unless they were going to become permanent with concrete. Then yes, I needed to get a a building permit. But that's not our case. So I'm happy to say I do have my fencing back on. It's feeling like a real homestead. November 5th was exactly 1 year that we had purchased this property. I'm very excited about it. Um, let's see. It got really, really cold out here last night. And I had to cover up a lot of my bamboo. We're gonna have to get some hay out here. Once they get the hay out here, then we're gonna be able to, hold on one second, I gotta lock this. The hay would really help, not hay, excuse me, straw I meant to say, help my bamboo be more stable and, you know, keep moisture in it at the bottom, but also protect it against this extreme frost. I mean, we were in 115-degree weather like a month ago, and now last night in particular, and the night before that, we got down to 28 degrees. So it is a big jump. It is a big jump. I could say right now we're maybe about 65 degrees, maybe 55. That's a high 65 if I'm saying 65, but it feels good outside. I can't complain. It's way better than what it was when it was summertime. Yeah, but I just wanted to make a short story about how these county workers... Oh, I found me another bottle out there earlier, another Pepsi bottle. Been finding more and more every time I clear out this land. And the only reason why there's a lot of bottles really on my land is there's a house down at the corner that this land used to be attached to. And when the man bought the land, that I bought the land from the man, clearing it up and stuff, you find a lot of, majority, all those bottles I have found on my land. The ones on top, I found them in Meta. The ones in the middle and towards the end, those brown ones, I found them out in Millen. Yeah, I find anything that's older than me. I'm 44, so anything older than me, I'm getting. But there's some stuff like from 76, those Budweiser nibs. When I seen that, I thought of my dad, because my dad loved his Budweisers. I'm an old E girl. I'm a malt liquor girl. I'm a Amsterdam gin drinker, vodka, or mix that pineapple vodka with that pineapple Fanta. Make a slushie and call it a day. She in Florida living. Come up with creative things to to get. But yeah, mostly everything I've found has been I found it in the woods for free. I mean, don't get me wrong, I do buy stuff, but if I don't have to buy it, I won't. I'll get it for free. Even this old school typewriter. This is really rusted, but you can see it's been out in the woods. It's been really not taken care of. It was under a lot of debris. All the keys are all rusted. But, I mean, this is like one of the first typewriters ever to come out. My grandma Lillian had a typewriter like this in her basement when we lived in Rosedale. But it was an operated typewriter. She used it every single day faithfully. So I'd like to get it restored one day. I don't know how much it would cost, but you can see it's all cast iron. It has little knobs in there. I guess you turn and make the tape a little tighter. But yeah, I found this out in the damn woods. Like, what's up with people? This is history. This is a part of history. This is a Underwood. I want to say an Underwood typewriter. So that's history. And then, like, old washboards. I found that in the woods. Old school saws. Look at this. Look at this, Jamie. I found it out going bottle hunting. Came across something. This thing here is like a scraper. You can scrape, like, cheese or whatever they used to scrape back in the days. I don't know. I wouldn't go scraping now with it. But then you have also, like, old hatchets. axes, maybe. I don't know what the proper definition would be. And then an old school saw, a saw up there. It looks like a palm saw, really. And then we have these old school irons along with cotton bale weights to tell you the weight of your cotton bale back in like slave century, I want to say. Like, this is really some old school stuff I've never seen in my life. And then like old plow harrows, those harrow discs for your plows, I'm assuming. And then old school, again, irons. Now I have one old school iron that my grandmother gave me, but I know where that came from, and I cherish it with life. I got an old school sewing machine, and then butter turning, I guess mixture to make butter in them, I want to say. I'm not sure, so don't quote me on it. And then I want to say this is something like from Prohibition, because it used to have a handle, but it was busted like that. I find all kinds of stuff I bring home, and then like a jack horn or something. It looks like a horn, but it's like maybe a jack to lift up a house. I find all kinds of interesting stuff for free. My bottle collections, I'm so proud. I'm still finding Coca-Cola to this day, so I have to get cracking and try to clean it up as much as I possibly can. But if anybody watches my videos and you know anything about these glasses, I will be very interested to learn some more. What I could read and what I can't read on these bottles. But I know the medications are definitely worth something. I know the Pepsis are worth something. I know the Coca-Colas are worth something. But those bottles all up on top are Scotch and Johnny Walker and Sons. It was a limited edition back from 1803. And I found it out here in Georgia. So, and a lot of them have the cap still on them. But yeah, and then like, you know, old school lanterns. They're always cool to have. You never know when you need a lantern. Even like old school rake. Like this is an old school rake. This is like a put together jammy. But it's used, I help with my own specialties. I guess these people assume they saw these tops here and I felt bad for them, so I stuck them in a pot the day I was transplanting a lot of them. They're not going to grow back. I basically break down all my bamboo that I can't use, and I just break them down to little pieces, and they'll become fire starters, and or you could use them on your grill. I never ate bamboo smoke food before, but I know in Jamaica they do it all the time. And then just the little weeds have still got a little bit of color left to them, all yellow. They'll eventually die. The woodpecker, my friend, is still out there dearly chopping on his, you can see him flying there. He's still chomping on his house. He made a big, nice big hole on one of them. I'm glad I left it up to him. I want to make it as a totem pole, because I'm really into American history, American Indian history, really, I should say. And I have like a lot of, you know, eagles. I have 2 American eagles that be up on these back trees at nighttime, along with owls and red-tailed hawks. But my woodpeckers, you see them, they're out there very busy. Getting the buggies. Getting the buggies off the trees. So, but other than that, that's basically it. Everything is packed. I got more straw for my banana trees. I have to get me some more. And heading to possibly Home Depot today, since I can't find this special drill bit that I need to cut into plastic to make plastic circles in your tanks and stuff. And that's what I'm trying to do now. And of course, I hate when someone keeps on calling me. I'm right here on the property. There is no reason to call me. And I'm heading back into my house. This little spot is open yet, but you can walk through it, but you can't drive through it. And that protects our residential area currently right now. And eventually we'll have to dig a driveway out for our secondary lot, but I'm not there yet, so Okay, have a great day from Green Steel USA LLC. Have a nice, blessed day. And like and subscribe.